3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
It is Thursday, so I figured, why not do one of them show things we do?
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason not to, right?
It's so funny. We were both here.
Weird.
And we're like, hey, you're at the American Shaman PA studio. And you're like, hey, you're in the American Shaman PA studio.
Is that what I sound like?
100%.
Nailed it.
So I'm like, well, let's do a show. All right, why not?
Here we are.
Freisinger Hyundai getting in on the fun. Right at the price, right on the pike. That's the show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. We are in the American Shaman PA studio. This month at American Shaman PA, soft dog treats are buy one, get one free. Visit hempushealth.com to find their locations. This was interesting. I thought it was funny. In a bad breakup situation, have you been petty? I mean, even high school, it counts. Like, because obviously you weren't as mature.
Right. I mean, that's a whole different ball game. Honestly, I can confidently say that there was one time, and it was in college.
It was in college.
Yeah. I think we talked about this story very briefly because it's kind of a long story, but there was just one time.
I mean, what were you petty about?
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it now.
Well, okay, Huffington Post collected some tweets from people describing the petty things they've done when they were mad at their partner. All right. So, like, my husband made me mad, so I sent him a picture of the thermostat set at 72 degrees, and he likes it set at 68.
Haha.
All right, I know it sounds mean, but when I'm mad at my wife and want to lash out, I open a bottle of some condiment when there's already one open.
That'll do it. That will do it.
My husband made me angry, so when he wasn't looking, I poured water on the floor in front of the dishwasher. He's been fixing it for the past 2 hours. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking about making an audio recording of me eating cereal and clanking my spoon on the bowl just to send my wife into a tizzy when we have a fight. I'm mad at my wife, so I liked a lot of songs in our Pandora playlist that I know she doesn't like. Some of these are pretty good. My husband got me mad, so I made him his favorite chocolate chip cookies and then used black beans instead of chocolate.
Oh, that's just a waste of good cookies.
Yeah. My boyfriend made me mad, but I'm a grown woman, so instead of yelling at him, I'm just going to order an appetizer without telling him and then not share. Okay, that's so good. My husband angered me and thought he's going to sit in the living room and watch TV in peace, so I downloaded the LG remote app on my phone and kept turning the TV off from the bedroom.
That's funny.
I've done that to my wife.
That is funny.
And to this day, and I mean, she might listen to this show or not. She doesn't know where I go when I record these things. To this day, she doesn't know it was me. I did it for like a couple of days straight, and she's like, "What is wrong with our TV?"
She thought the TV was
She was
broken.
Googling things. I never told her. It was like 3 years ago.
You gotta pull that trick out more often.
No.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
You could just do it once in a while to freak her out.
I think I'll start doing it more when I want a new TV.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right.
To convince her that it's a necessary
She's like,
purchase.
we need to buy a new TV. This one is broken. I think you're right, honey. What are you doing? I'm putting my shoes on. We're off to the store right now, right? My wife ate the last donut this morning, so I went in her car and readjusted the driver's seat and mirrors. Okay, whatever. To each their own. Steph, now these were people in relationships who do little petty things.
Right, and they're all pretty innocent.
Was yours an innocent thing?
I mean, yes. It wasn't harmful, but it was a level above some of these things, I think.
Okay.
And I know that he listens sometimes, and he's probably going to know that I'm talking about him, and it's totally fine. Because it's fine. So, so we broke up, and I had gotten him Lil Wayne tickets. He loved Lil Wayne, and this was when I was in college, and I spent a lot of money on these tickets and surprised him with them. And then we broke up, but I had already given him the tickets, and obviously we were planning to go together, and the concert was like a month after we broke up or whatever. So I called like Ticketmaster, whoever,
yeah,
and somehow talked this lady into like changing the barcode because I like told her that I lost the tickets and it was this whole thing, and she was able to change the barcode and resend me the tickets and cancel out the original ones. The reason I did this, now I should have said this before I just explained that. He was like putting on Twitter and Facebook, "Hey, who wants to go to this Lil Wayne concert with me, ladies?" And then he was like tweeting like, which dime am I gonna take? And then some girl responded, and then he was like publicly tweeting to his buddies like, hey, check out this dime. I think I'm gonna ask her to go to the concert with me. Like, he was being openly and obviously ignorant about it.
Okay.
And that's why I was like, okay.
All right.
So he went up and took some girl to this concert, and I don't know whatever happened, but I had changed the barcode, and I didn't even go, but his barcode wouldn't have scanned. And I don't know what ended up happening, but he was just being so blatantly rude about, like, putting on, like, Facebook, gonna take a girl to this concert, who wants to go? Flaunting it.
Okay.
So that was the only thing I can even think. Not even in high school.
Wow, you savage, girl. I've never done any, honestly.
You've never?
Never. I've never done anything.
No, I don't really see you being petty like that.
No, I've never. I honestly, when I read this, I was like, have I done anything petty? No. I mean, I'll make a Facebook post. Like, that's my level of pettiness. I'll be like, oh yeah, well, like, people,
I'll show her.
Yeah, or like my friends, quote unquote, that like borrowed money and never returned it, and it becomes the reason why we're not friends anymore, or things like that. I'll be like, hey, blah blah blah, how's, like, I sold this guy some DJ equipment and he was a friend of mine, he never paid.
Oh yeah.
Right? And I was like, hey, so and so, how's my piece of DJ equipment doing? You making a lot of money with that stuff that you stole from me? Yeah, that's about as petty as I get.
That's not bad.
I've never really
That's
been
harmless.
I've never really been petty in relationships too much.
No, I don't really see you being that way in a relationship.
This is scary AF. A British teenager who was declared brain dead after being hit by a van woke up just hours before his organs were going to be donated.
Whoa.
Lewis Roberts is 18. He lives in England. He was hit by a vehicle on March 13th. 4 days after the crash, his grieving relatives were told that he was brain dead. Sorry, your son is brain dead. He's never going to wake up. They agreed to donate his organs to help save the lives of 7 other people.
Aww.
This bought Lewis extra time before his life support machine was turned off, but then just hours before the surgery, he began to breathe again on his own. Since then, he's been progressing. He started to react to pain tests, moving his limbs on his own, moving his head from side to side, blinking, and moving his mouth.
Wow.
Maybe not. It looks like his brain has woken up.
So he's not like talking coherently, but he's showing signs.
He's showing signs that he could improve.
Oh, can you imagine like getting that call from the hospital?
Could you imagine getting the call from the hospital saying, hey, remember that lung that you were going to get? Sorry, the lung guy woke up.
The lung guy.
So okay, it's great. Like this, and of course, I can look at the negative of it, but it's awesome for Lewis Roberts and his family.
That's amazing.
I hope he makes a miraculous recovery. But 7 people were gonna get Lewis's innards.
Right.
Like, hey, sorry, blind dude, you're not getting new eyes. We're sorry.
Oh, that is wow. Yeah, how do you break that news?
I don't know.
Because people go on lists and wait for a long time to get that stuff.
Like a heart? I mean, I don't know how jacked up his body was. He got hit by a van. But if the van just hit him and he banged his head on the road and that's why they thought he was brain dead or whatever, and the rest of them was doing okay, I mean, 7 lives he could have changed.
Right. He must have had a lot of, like, everything must have been in okay shape to help that many people.
7. Who gets the liver?
It's an amazing story, though.
But not when you think about it in terms of the 7 families who aren't getting the stuff.
No, that part is sad. I didn't even think about that at first.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm getting, like, excited about it. Yeah, you're right. Isn't it weird? What a cool, weird story.
I mean, it is it's miraculous.
It's very miraculous. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes, we do have an advice column. Get ready for this one.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
And we're back with another advice column. I have no idea what this is. Someone bypassed me and went to Steph.
Haha.
All right, Steph. Who needs our help this week on the advice column?
Mark.
Mark!
We got a man writing his call. I feel like the last couple weeks it's been like female problem. Not female problem.
Female problem. You got female problems? You've come to the right place. Tell me about your female problems. I also took health class in high school.
That did not sound the way I intended it to. Dear Puff and Steph, I'm going to try to make this short, sweet, and to the point. I've never done something like this, but I am curious to get your opinions, and in this situation, I really don't know what to do. I've been seeing a girl that I met online for about 5 or 6 weeks now. We've been going out to eat, /hanging out, /walking our dogs together about once a week. It's not anything serious yet, and it's still early, but I do think that she would like for it to become something serious. I'm not really as into it as she seems to be, and don't want it to get to that level. I really like spending time with her, and we have fun, but I don't think I want it to progress. Should I tell her about it and see what she says, end things, or continue hanging out casually to see if I develop more feelings? Mark.
This is tough because you don't want to lead her on.
Right.
You don't want to waste her time. You guys could end up just being friends. He didn't say like she was annoying.
Right.
You know what I mean? He didn't say that he didn't like spending time with her.
I think that's what's tough about it, is that like he does enjoy his time with her, but she might want more, and he would like for it to maybe just stay casual.
What do you think's wrong with her?
What is it?
Like, there's gotta be something wrong with her. You think she's
Right.
got like a weird eye that looks like in a different direction than her other eye? Or you think she's got like a weird hairline? Like her hairline starts way too high on her head?
Right, there's got to be something.
Or maybe like one of her arms is significantly longer than her other arm?
Like noticeably?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It could be.
I mean, it's got to be something, because if you like spending time with her, you both have dogs, so that in common. You want your
connection.
dogs together. What do you think it is?
Here's the thing, though. I'm wondering if it's physical, because they met online, he said. So it's like, if you met on a dating website, and he must have been initially attracted to her to ever even meet her in person.
Right, but who knows what picture she's putting up there.
True.
And maybe you don't see the weird uneven arms.
Or the weird eye.
Well,
Maybe it's
I mean,
an angle that you can't
yeah.
tell.
I always thought she was just looking to her right.
Maybe her pictures are misleading.
What could it be? Maybe she got like a one weird earlobe, but she always took a picture from her quote unquote good side.
It could be it. It could be the earlobe. Classic.
This is tough.
There's so many things it could be.
Should we stop speculating on that and actually go to the problem?
I guess so.
All right. If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. I don't think more time is going to make you feel it.
I feel like sometimes you think it might,
Right.
I don't know if it will.
Now, I'm not saying love at first sight is a thing because I don't believe it's a thing. I think it takes time. You can have lust at first sight.
Yeah.
but love at first sight, I don't think is a time because you really don't know that person. Maybe there's certain things about her that he's learned that he's not really about long term in relationship, but he still likes to hang out with her. I think being real with her is key. And unfortunately, you have to be the bad guy, but now is a good time to do so. Because you like her, but you don't really have feelings for her, and you don't really consider her a friend yet. So if she gets really upset that you don't want to progress things, and she just removes herself from your life, what are you missing?
Right, because it's still kind of early
Right.
on.
However, if you start to hang out with her more, continue to hang out with her, and you become like, wow, this girl's really cool. We all have those people in our lives that we enjoy hanging out with, but we just don't see them in a romantic light. Trust me, I know. I've been friend zoned my whole life. So, the more you hang out with her, the more you're going to be worried about losing her as a friend. Does that make sense?
Right. That's true.
So I think be the bad guy now, be the bad guy once, and be like, I still want to spend time. I think you're a great person, and I want to hang out with you, but I don't see us progressing in the romantic side of things. And then just get ready for the yelling and screaming, and hopefully that she'll understand that I can't believe I let you walk my dog.
I let you meet my dog. That is a really big deal.
So I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Like, just be open and honest, and don't let it progress, because the more that you hang out with her, the more that she thinks and telling her friends, things are going like really well.
Mark and I are great.
Has he kissed you yet? No, but any day now. It's coming.
No, I agree with you.
I think there's nothing wrong with being open and honest, having an adult conversation. And she may be mad. She'll probably be disappointed. But, I think she'd want to know. I'd want to know if I'm wasting my time. Wouldn't you want to know if you're wasting yours?
Yeah, it's only fair.
We've all been in relationships where we look back on it and go, man, I wish I knew this. Or I wish I wish that I knew what I know now, 6, 8, 9, 10 months earlier.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
So hopefully that helps, Mark.
Good luck.
Yes, and for those of you who want to talk to Steph, feel free. You can hit her up. Or hit us up on the Puff and Steph page, or puff at puffandsteph.com. How many friends do you need? A British behavioral psychologist says he's come up with the exact number of friends you need to be successful. In his latest book, Friends, Understanding the Power of Our Most Important Relationships, Robin Dunbar looked at scientific research into human groups and has determined that 150 is the magic number of friends needed for success.
That's a lot of friends.
Yes. Historically, 150 was the number of people you lived and worked among in factories, small villages, and military units where everyone knows each other's names and skills and are willing to help when they're needed. He said you need 5 intimate friends. Those are the people who would donate a kidney for you. Those are the people who you would talk to about your problems. Those are your intimate friends. Like 5.
Okay.
I consider you an intimate friend. I think you hopefully consider me one. Like we're in that group. Because I think you and I are above the next group, which are the supportive friends. Those are 12 to 15 who would be distraught if you died. That's how you...
Only 12 to 15 if you died?
Well, including the 5.
Okay, so
And then your
your
family too.
We're talking 17 to 22 people
Who aren't your family.
Who are upset when you die.
Who aren't your family.
That's a sad number.
Good friends, 50. Who would be invited to your birthday party, but not a dinner party at your house. Like a birthday party at a bar, but not necessarily at your house.
Right.
And then regular friends, 150. Who you meet at weddings, school reunions, things like that.
So it's not 150 people that you keep in touch with regularly.
No.
That's the problem. You don't have time to keep in touch with everybody you want to.
No. And it's like I have friends, and I'm sure you do too, from high school who every once in a while, one will reach out to the other one and be like, hey, just, I saw you post about this. What's up? How's it going? And you talk to them. Friends from college, same way. I have, I'll all of a sudden get into a chat with them out of nowhere in the last 2 hours, and it was awesome. And then we're like, yeah, we should do this more often. 2 years later, we do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's just the way it is, though.
People have
stuff.
lives and families, and other closer friends and mistresses and things like that.
Wait, what?
So let's see who we have. Intimate friends. How many are you, above or below 5?
Can you read the description for intimate friends again?
Who would donate a kidney for you? And you might need one, considering you've had some kidney issues.
I could use a new kidney. I'm actually looking to get rid of mine.
Anybody want to buy a slightly used, defective kidney?
I think maybe right around 5, 6. I have some really, really good friends.
Mm-hmm. I'm right around there. I'm around 5 to 6, maybe 7 at the most. Here's where I don't have the supportive friends. Now, I'm pretty sure people would be sad if I died, at least a few, but 12 to 15 supportive friends. I spend most of my time with my 5 intimate friends, or my 7 intimate friends. Then I'm really stretching to think of who to put in each category. But supportive friends, I'm lacking. The 12 to 15, I definitely don't have that.
See, I think that's where I have probably more than 12 to 15. Because, like, just between, like, 2 different colleges that I went to and different jobs, I have friends that, like, we don't talk all the time, but, like, I know they would be there for me, and we keep in touch as often as we can.
So but would you put those in the good friends or the supportive friends?
They'd be supportive, because I think if I died, they'd probably definitely cry.
Okay. Probably, definitely cry. And then that's it. I don't really have too many quote unquote good friends. 50? I have like 8.
I think those are people that you kind of just like comment on each other's Facebook posts, things like that.
Yeah, I definitely do not have enough friends to be successful, I think.
Honestly, I don't think most people do. I think a lot of people, I mean, life's so busy. I think you have your core group, your few that you keep in touch with, but you can't keep in touch with everybody all the time. Like, you just don't have time for it.
Good point. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes while I try to get some new friends. This is an interesting Tinder date.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
All right, Steph, Tinder. Have you had experience with Tinder?
I did like 2 years ago. I was on Tinder. That was the last time. Right. No, and it's horrible. It's horrible.
Did you ever go on a Tinder date?
One time.
One time? Obviously didn't go well.
Didn't go great, obviously. But we did go out like 3 times.
Oh?
It was going all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
the feelings were not on the same page. It was a lot for me, and I was like feeling a little smothered.
Oh, he was like, I love you.
Yeah, it was a lot, and I was just like, whoa.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. Tinder's not good though. It's not good. It's not good stuff.
All right. Well, a woman says she had the worst date ever. Lizzie Johnson. She met a man on Tinder and suggested they go on a walk. The guy had a boxer dog.
Yes.
So he brought the dog.
Good sign.
As they were strolling, getting to know each other, the dog promptly jumped into the river that they were walking along. The guy freaked out, screamed that the dog had never seen water before, and he wasn't sure if he could swim. Lizzie felt she had no choice but to go in after the dog. She jumped in up to her neck, grabbed the dog, and came out. Walking home, she eventually asked him what he was doing during the incident. He told her, I was going to go in. You didn't need to do that. I was going to empty my pockets and then lie down in the bank and pull him out. Lizzie says she didn't even like the guy, saying that he looked like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And he had the same haircut. So he was like screaming, yelling, oh my God, that's my dog. Oh my God, he doesn't know how to swim. Instead of doing something, he's like, I'll empty my pockets. Okay, put my phone down gently. Meanwhile, Lizzie was jumping into the river to rescue the dog.
Right, and she saved the dog. And he just stood there.
Yes.
Oh.
And she did all of that for a guy that at that point she realized probably was not going to get a date number 2.
Right, but she still loved the dog. That's my girl.
But is that the worst date ever? I don't know. I mean, she got to rescue a dog.
Right.
I'm sorry. Worst date ever is not a story that you can tell proudly.
Right.
For the rest of your life.
Right.
Worst date ever is like he groped the waitress. He was rude. It might be a story that you tell for a long time, but it's not a story that you tell proudly for the rest of your life. Unless you're like, yeah, I got up and slapped him across the face because he was being rude or whatever.
Right.
But this is something she should be proud of.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's ridiculous that the guy didn't jump in right away to save his dog, but I don't think it was the worst date ever.
What if it was all set up and his dog does know how to swim and he does this with women all the time to save the dog and he goes, I owe you my life or my dog's life. I owe you a second date. It's a guaranteed second date maybe.
Maybe that's what he thinks.
No, that's dumb.
No.
That's a dumb idea.
Sorry, Shaggy. You need to care more about your dog. Scooby-Doo deserves better.
You jumped in the river and I was like, zoinks! Time to stump Steph. On average, committing to this will cost you nearly $2,000 by the time it's over.
Having a kid.
Let me reread that for you. On average, committing to this will cost you nearly $2,000 by the time it's over. You think having a kid is only $2,000?
Sorry, I thought you said 200,000. It's been a long day.
Okay.
Okay, my bad.
On average, committing to this will cost you nearly $2,000. I feel sorry for Steph's future children who will be wearing reusable diapers and everybody's hand-me-downs forever in order for her to try to prove that you can raise a kid on $2,000. Okay. What do you think it actually is?
2,000.
From start to finish, it'll cost you nearly $2,000.
Committing to this. Is it a good thing to commit to?
I think some people have fun with it. Other people see it as a chore. It's pretty much all women. It's women only.
Is it something around the house?
No.
Something physical?
No. It's something you've done, I think, a couple of times.
Ooh, a 5K.
Why would a 5K cost you $2,000?
I meant half marathon.
Why would a half marathon cost you $2,000?
Like if you commit to new running clothes, you have to pay for the
Have
races,
you done a
have to
half
track-
marathon?
Oh no.
Well, I said you've done it once or twice.
Okay. I was thinking of 5K.
You get so flustered in these things.
It made sense in my head because you
Sure.
can spend a lot of money on the running gear and blah blah blah.
What's running gear? Shoes?
Yeah, and clothes
And extra
and
pants, so
and
you're-
if you have to
you're-
travel for the 5K or whatever.
Then just run there.
Some people see it as a chore. So it's not fun for everybody?
It's fun for most people, but some people are like, really? I have to do this? Okay, all right, I'll do it.
And it's a commitment,
It is a commitment.
but you have the option. It's not something you have to do.
depending on who asks you, yes.
Oh, wait.
I don't know why I get excited when you say ooh, because it's going to be something ridiculous. What came to your mind?
I was gonna say going to prom, but that shouldn't cost that much.
You know, you're not too far off.
And it's not a wedding. I mean, that's the thing.
Well, I mean, could it be a wedding?
I don't think so. I think it costs more than that.
To do what?
To get engaged.
No. Think about wedding. Think about weddings you've been.
Oh, being a bridesmaid.
You were gonna go off that path, and I had to get you back on
Thank you for reeling me in.
by basically telling you what the answer was.
Okay, that was tough.
On average, it'll cost you nearly $2,000 being a bridesmaid by the time it's over.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever spent that much.
Well, between the dress and maybe go somewhere for a bachelorette party, or like.
It adds up.
Yeah, 100%. This one's more fun. The average person spends $451 a year on this. What is this?
Is it food?
It is food.
Yeah, it is.
Good guess.
Is it junk food?
Like chips and stuff?
Like something that's unhealthy for you.
Well, it depends on who you ask. Depends on unhealthy, maybe. Yes.
Is it junk food? Like snack food?
No.
So it's like meal food.
Yes.
Is it dinner meal?
Honestly, I could eat this every meal, but it's more traditionally dinner.
And it's not good for you. Or can you make it different ways?
You can make it different ways.
Okay, that doesn't help. Thank you.
It should help a little bit, maybe narrowing it down, but don't focus on that. Ask other questions.
$451. Do you make it, or do you order it out typically?
Typically order out, but people do make it from dinner.
Pizza!
Yeah.
Whoa!
There we go.
That was my first guess. I asked a bunch of questions, but I didn't have any dumb guesses.
That was your first guess. I'm proud of you.
Mission accomplished. I needed to redeem myself.
All right, everyone. That is your Thursday show. We'll be back on Friday to end the week. We will see you guys then later.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.